The latest tonight in the battle over Saturday voting. Republican groups continue their efforts to block early Saturday voting in next month's U.S. Senate runoff election.
They are taking their appeal to the state Supreme Court. The Georgia Republican Party, among other groups, filed that appeal this morning. It comes after the state's Court of Appeals yesterday upheld a lower court's decision allowing Georgia counties to offer Saturday voting on the 26th. That's this Saturday.
Republican groups argue under state law, the state can't allow early voting the weekend after a holiday, while Democratic groups argue the law applies only to primaries and general elections, not runoffs. So far, the courts have agreed.
As things stand now, it is up to individual counties to decide whether you will be able to vote early this coming Saturday.
Some counties are already announcing what they plan to do. Ashlyn Webb joins us in studio with more on how the county's decision could impact the runoff results.
We're already seeing a statewide trend. Some historically blue-leaning counties have said they plan to start early voting this Saturday. Meanwhile, many traditionally Republican counties in the state say they will not. As of now, many metro Atlanta area counties like Fulton, DeKalb, Cobb, and Gwinnett say they will. Also, Athens-Clarke County. Then in central Georgia, Bibb, Macon, and Baldwin counties all say they'll start early voting Saturday. Again, these have historically been blue-leaning counties. Raphael Warnock won Bibb County by 61.3% of the vote. Then in Macon County, 60.3%. As for Baldwin County, that's a flip county that Walker won just over half of a percentage point of. But counties that Walker had a stronghold of, like Houston and Jones, have already said they won't open Saturday. With this, University of Georgia political science professor Charles Bullock said this trend could give Democrat Raphael Warnock the advantage.
So this would make the disparity potentially between where Democrats get votes and Republican votes even more pronounced if the Republican counties don't allow early voting on Saturday.
Bullock says allowing 6 days to vote early rather than 5 could give Warnock's base more of a chance to run up their vote totals. He says this is backed by trends in previous special elections.
Democrats are more likely to make use of this early in-person voting. Republicans tend to be more often among those who show up on election day.
As for how much the court's decision will impact the ending result, we'll just have to see come December 6th. For 13 WMAZ, I'm Ashlyn Webb.
One county that does not plan to offer Saturday voting, as we told you, is Houston County.
People in the community should be allowed to vote Saturday. That's the American way.
Houston County chapter of the NAACP wants the County Board of Elections to allow Saturday voting in Houston County. Members say the current 5-day voting schedule isn't enough. The Board of Elections says whatever the courts decide, they will not offer Saturday voting in Houston County. The chapter's president, Jonathan Johnson, is urging voters to call the board and tell them they want to cast ballots on Saturday. Chapter Vice President John Davis says that is what they're asking for.
What we're wanting to do is to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to allow this to happen so that everybody can make a decision and make a sound decision on the need for whatever candidate they choose to vote for.
The NAACP chapter is calling for the Houston County Board of Elections to meet with them in hopes they can change their decision. We were not able to reach the Houston County Board of Elections for reaction.
Here's where other central Georgia counties stand on Saturday voting. Right now, as we said, Macon, Bibb, Baldwin, Crawford, and Macon counties will have Saturday voting. In Macon, Bibb, you can go to the Pioneer Main Elections Office this Saturday to early vote from 9 a.m. until 5. Other counties that won't include Houston, Jones, Lawrence, Monroe, Twiggs, Washington, and Crisp counties. Aside from the Saturday date, early voting runs Monday, November 28th and ends Friday, December 2nd. The deadline to request an absentee ballot is November 28th.
For more information on the runoffs, find our Georgia 2022 runoff election guide on 13WMAZ.com. You can also text VOTE to 478-752-1309. We can send a link to the runoff guide to your phone.